Fall, y'all. I'll add the y'all because I'm a Texas girl.
Oh, y'all.
The leaves are falling. As beautiful as they are, boy, what a nuisance when it comes to clean up. So GB Home and Lawn giving you these leaf bags and tarps. So you'll lay out the tarps, put everything on there. They're durable. One bag, by the way, 48 gallons, and you're getting double the order what you see. Chad, you dressed for the occasion too, Chad. We got resistance bands coming up too. Next hour, so he's ready to work out.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready for
the
resistance.
biceps are coming out, ladies, okay?
But first and foremost, fall cleanup. So this is the first show we've done these. You're gonna get it from the beginning, but I'm gonna get down on the ground here, Chris. Chris is our wonderful director today, because you probably have seen bags like this over the course of time. What separates ours from everything else on the market is really where I should tell you about. And it is the functionality of it. We're gonna give you these are memory sticks. So these will hold the shape. So they're rounded. You feed them through a little loop over here. I'm gonna show you everything, because when you see this go together, you're going, this is brilliant. So right here in this grommet, do you see behind my hand? That pulls out of there. So you just sort of feed it through there like you would your belt loop or anything like that. You feed it through, and now the whole top of this bag has a rim on it. And then you take your lead tarp and you just sort of hook and loop it in there just like this. And then it creates a funnel. Now you have a funnel. So as your leaves and your sticks go in, you can rake them, you can sweep them, you can just push them with your hands. Nothing gets missed. It all goes in the bag. And then when it's time to take it away, look above. There's a handle built in, so now I can lift that bag up with the handle, and if it's too much, if it's overflowing, I can grab this, flip it over, and create myself a lid to take it wherever I need to. And when it comes time to dump it out, there's a back handle back here. Can you see this back handle? To help me lift it from the backside. These bags will hold 1,000 pounds.
Whoa!
Like a ton, like literally a ton, which is so great. I don't have a rake, I have a broom here in the studio. We're gonna give you stakes though, when you are using this in the grass or the mulch or the soil.
To hold the tarp down,
We give you 2 stakes that will keep the end of that tarp firm to the ground. So you're not, you know, when you're using a dustpan and a broom, you know how there's always that lip? That will hold it firm. But you know, when you're talking about just getting things into here, it's very easy, and I'm using a broom, of course. You can use anything you want, whether it's a rake. You don't have, I'm gonna use the hard side. You'll never rip this. This is like rip resistant material. This is that tarp canvas material. Because the alternative, Nicole, is if you go to buy your big garden bag. Right. This is what you usually get. You get a very big bag. Yep. They're big, they're just not durable. So the first time you go to like, try. Okay, wait.
Your neighbors are like, you need help? No, I do not need help.
Because this is what, if we could just show how silly I look, this is where the point of the day where you stop. You get frustrated. You're like, you know what am I doing? And then you get up and you walk away. With this, because you can just throw all your leaves or your clippings or anything right onto this tarp, this big open area, and then you just gotta do this, and it all goes inside, and I'm done. And then if I wanna dump it back out, I grab this back handle, and it all comes back out. This is just the most brilliant bag.
It is.
That folds down to
so thin.
Nothing.
And remember, you get 2 of the tarps, 2 of the bags that have the capacity either 48 gallons or 1,000 pounds. You get the little memory stick, as we are calling it. I know there's a better proper name for it. Oh, support strips. That's a better name.
Support strips.
You'll get 2 of the support strips to line in that bag, and then you get 4 ground stakes, so 2 per tarp that you go ahead and grab. But we know you're doing lawn cleanup. You know, the plastic bag, even the paper bag sometimes, they can rip on you. Those paper bags, they will not hold up to 1,000 pounds. That is definitely not happening. So maybe you're using it to spread some mulch, right? You want to lay it out all on the tarp, and you're going to take it to your destination instead of shaking it out. Maybe you're using it to, maybe you have cleaning supplies, that you have a pool and you need to put stuff in there. We're talking about cleanup, but let's also talk about, you know, how maybe you are moving things from kind of using it from one place to the other, because you have those handles that you can just kind of drag it around, which is really great. I love that example.
Now, I don't have any kids, but I have a lot of plants. I'm a plant daddy. That's what they say, right? And so I'm repotting plants. I'm moving plants around. And I live in an apartment. And the last thing I want when I have no hose is to get dirt everywhere.
Yep.
And so if I'm moving a plant, this holds 1,000 pounds. I can put anything inside here. I'm not using the support strip in this. I could even grab it around so make sure nothing gets out. And then I'm able to lift my potted plant up and down. This could be for all the sporting equipment, going to the game.
Yes. Yes.
This can be for like your pillows and blankets when you're putting them away for the season.
Yep.
Being able to have a bag, this is gonna sound silly.
That is durable.
How about your air filter for your air purifier? I put it down into the bag and then I hose it off so that all the mess stays inside the bag, rather than, you know the things you normally put like in your bathtub to rinse them off because you're like, it's just gonna be a mess everywhere.
Yeah.
You can throw it inside the bag and it's like now your bin. And by the way, this is not a bin or a trash can. So when you're done with it, I'm just gonna force it down, but you know, it flats down to nothing like we showed you on the What You Get Beauty and behind us, because you can store this away at the end of a season.
I mean, you get durability, you get versatility with it, using it for that cleanup, top of mind, because a lot of us are doing that right now. Or maybe you want to use it as storage. You know, I have more footballs, basketballs, soccer balls, tennis rackets, pick-a-ball, all the things, more stuff that I could even count. Oh, baseball, you know, bats too, all those different things. You can also use it to store that. So here's the thing, it's brand new. We have limited quantities that we brought in. You'll get 2 tarps and you'll get 2 of the bags. It's at $29.95. We love to send it out to you. 861-615 is the item number. I think the tarp is just, it's a great addition to use with the bag, but I also love the footage that we show whenever you're like moving mulch or different things, that you have the tarp that you can kind of lay as your landing zone for stuff.
Just to get 2 of these tarps by themselves be worth the price of admission. Here I am, like if I'm gonna put my behind on it, now I could put a blanket over this. The ground's gonna get cold, it's gonna get wet. This could protect you and your blanket when you're out. Think about getting down on your knees just to do some planting and things. Maybe you're not cleaning up with the big bags. And you're like, no, I just need something to protect me from the ground. This is a great place to do that, and it's not cumbersome. It's not too big. It's not heavy, it's durable. Nothing's gonna rip through it. The water would stay, you know, away from you and your clothing when you just are outside working, or maybe inside working, and you're washing the dog.
Or outdoor music festival. I mean, think about, and this is the perfect time of the year where it gets a little bit cooler. You want to go ahead and take that out because you can take your little blanket, but your blanket's going to get wet. You put the tarp down and then maybe lay your blanket over. Then you have that protection layer that's underneath you. So versatility, that's what we're saying. You're going to get this home. The sky is the limit. Use it for that fall cleanup. I know a lot of us are doing that. I know I was doing that. I mean, I was out in the yard last week a couple days for a couple hours each, just pulling weeds, trimming some of my hedges. Here is where I put everything, right? It's not a plastic bag. Even those paper bags, all right, paper bags are better, but they're not holding up to 1,000 pounds. Up to 1,000 pounds per bag, you're getting 2, so that's 2,000 pounds worth of stuff. Maybe you're laying down rocks, right? Maybe you're laying down mulch, so you want to put everything in there. Maybe it's a great way to store. I see people who use rocks in their yards, and I see them store this huge pile of rocks in their yard, and I'm like, well, you're going to kill your grass. You can store all your rocks, all your mulch in there, and then scoop it out whenever you're ready to go ahead and place it or use it to rake up those leaves. Versatility that you get with this. 861-615 is the item number, and it collapses to nothing. To nothing, and to get double the pack up. I mean, honestly, if you're just moving homes, what a great way to throw everything inside. Just oh my goodness,
drag it with you, because
so
it's 1,000 pounds. Upright or laying flat, doesn't matter. Because my big plants, if I'm moving those, they're all going in bags like this, so the dirt doesn't get everywhere. Very true. Yeah. All right, love that. Brand new, just for you. Get it home, try it out. You don't love it for 30 days? At least you got to try it out. $29.95. FlexPay, $9 and some change to get home. 861-615. Chad Allen, thank you so much. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, everybody. All right, he has resistant bands coming up. Oh, wait, 10 a.m. They're more limited than what they anticipated. I know, I saw the number. Yeah, we don't even have enough for what we anticipated to go through for the show. So Chad and his biceps will be back. All right, we are gonna take a really cool